Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today, and thank you, Sherry Marquardt, for being here. Sherry's going to tell us about some new things happening in Vergas, but I want to just mention the one new thing that's shining down on us. Yay! We've got sunshine. There's been a lot of rain, but that hasn't stopped the town of Vergas from being open for you to be coming here, and we've got some great things happening here. And Sherry, I'm going to let you tell us what's going on.
Well, about 6 months ago, the town of Vergas put out a little questionnaire about what would you like to see come to Vergas. And I have just in the back of my mind thinking about how great it would be to have a farmer's market. And so I talked to a few people, and the community club got behind it, which I'm so excited. And I said I'd run it if they got it going, and here we are. This area is across from Pinky's Hardware and right next to Cheryl Lynn's, and it's a huge vacant lot that we've been allowed to use, and we are going to set up here every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we'll have fresh vegetables as they become available, and everybody knows things are going to probably be a little late this year because of the weather, but no doubt there'll be lots of tomato. I have 48 tomato plants, so I think I'll be able to share.
All right, I don't have to plant anything.
No, and potatoes and all those kind of things that come around usually in late July through September is what we'll be doing. But what I'm very excited about too is that we will have homemade crafters here as well. And right now I have signed up someone with metal art, and we have a few of his pieces on display. These are local people, and this gentleman is from Vergas and does all kinds of art, so he'll be having things here. And I will be selling fresh baked breads and pastries. And I do also sewing. I make custom aprons for the old farm girl in every girl, and then some quilts and some other simple things that I do around the house. We have a gal that will be doing loomed rugs that are absolutely beautiful. Polly is a local here. And we have a gal that will be doing some herbs and plants a little later in the season.
Wonderful.
But what I'm also excited about is I have a few friends that like to play guitar and banjo and mandolin. And around noon, every once in a while, they'll be by to play some folk music and some old country gospel. And anyone who has an instrument and a voice that would like to join us on a Tuesday at around 12 o'clock, they are more than welcome to come and play a little music.
That sounds like a lot of fun, Sherry. It sounds like you've got a lot of people already signed up. If there's somebody out there that wants to sign up, how do they go about that process?
Well, you can contact either myself or the community club, and they have a page here. The Vergas Community Club has a page that has some information on it. But if you want to give me a call, I'm at 218-849-0374, and it's only $35 for the whole season to have a booth. And so I'm looking for vendors that have homemade craft items or that want to sell their extra produce whenever it becomes available.
Wow, $35 for the whole season. A person really can't go wrong with that if they want to get in on it. But I just think what is so fun about it is it just brings some new things to the town and some opportunities to just enjoy Vergas the way that it is. Now, Sherry, if somebody has produce, I know you said that's good. Do you have any limitations as far as eggs or cheese or dairy?
Well, what I did to start this off is I went to the state of Minnesota. They actually have a farmer's market, food rules. And it's about 3 pages. It's very clear and easy to understand. And there are rules about eggs and things like that. And we would prefer no eggs or meat, those kind of things. There's just so many rules that might get a little iffy, so we'd prefer not. But jams and jellies are allowed, and as long as you have good signage, and that should be good enough. So, and if they want, they can get more information from the state of Minnesota just to make sure you're doing everything properly.
Okay, so now if I'm growing something in my garden and I say, oh, hey, I want to come to the Vergas Farmers Market, what would be the first thing that I would get ready and do, if I'm a newbie?
Well, you'd call me, Sherry Marquardt, and you can set up as big as you want. Okay. So whether you have one little table or a 12 by 12 or 20 by 10 tent, I have a little tent, so I'll have a little canopy, but some people just bring out the table, and when they're sold out they're done. They go home. So sometimes it's best to be here right at 9 o'clock when everything's good to go.
Right. But I'm kind of interested in the noon thing too. If you got some music coming once in a while, it's just kind of a fun atmosphere.
Well, Sherry, the reason I love Vergas so much and always have is when I first came here 20 years ago, Mr. Ron Goodman was a very nice gentleman and directed me to Jody's Auto Body, and I ended up marrying him. Go figure.
Well, hey, maybe we got some matchmaking going on at the farmers market. Who knows?
Well, it's such a friendly community, and I was so excited when they embraced this. And I actually had several people that are business owners come over and just bless us that we're doing this, and we're very kind. And I'm just so thankful to Vergas for allowing us to do this.
I think it's going to be wonderful. Like you said, it's right across from Hanson's Plumbing, Paul Pinky's hardware store, right next to Cheryl Lynn's. There's this great area, and I would just love to see it filled up. And so what would you tell people, like you said, come out at 9 o'clock in the morning, but if you were in a store and somebody says, is there a farmer's market, what would you say to them?
I'd say you bet there is. And 9 o'clock every Tuesday morning. And the only time we're not here, of course, is if it rains, and I just know it's not going to do that anymore.
No, I think, well, we need some sunshine for our gardens, but we also are going to need some rain, but that can be in the evenings, right?
That's right.
How long in the season are you going to go, Sherry?
We're going to go through September unless October is really nice. We may go into October a little bit. I know last year, which is starting like a lot like this year, I had squash coming out of my ears literally, and I had it well into October. So if we've got the produce, we'll be here in October as well.
Oh, what a wonderful opportunity. You come to the community of Vergas and you can shop the stores in town, you can have some lunch in town, and on Tuesdays you can, at 9 o'clock, you can get in on the farmer's market, you can bring your things, you can come and shop them. I'm really excited about this because I think it's something that the community has needed, and so I thank you, Sherry, for taking this on, and all it takes is just getting a hold of her, and $35 for the season, you just can't go wrong with that.
And the products are very beautiful. I've checked out some of the pickles and some other of the canned goods, and it's just a variety of local artists and people that like to do homemade things. And I just think we need a lot more of that.
Yeah, we do. And now, do you do anything organic?
Well, that's a touchy word.
Yes, okay.
I call some things unofficially organic. Because we grow them maybe without pesticides, and we do everything without injections or things people on farms with animals are trying very much to get back to the way it used to be. Right. And so that's what you'll see at a lot of the markets like this.
Perfect. So if you have some things to sell, make sure that you bring it to Vergas on Tuesday mornings. If you want to purchase some things, it sounds like there's going to be some great things. And I just thank you for adding one more great thing to Vergas. And I love your quilts. I love your sewing. And there's just going to be a lot of fun things. So Vergas Farmers Market, Tuesday mornings, 9 a.m. until closeout. You'll stay here till 1 though, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Sherry. And you bet. And you come to Vergas and you're going to see some new things. I like your scratcher there. All right. You have a good day in Vergas.